It's going down, baby.
It's going down. Welcome to the YOLO show. Yoda banging solo.
Brought to you by Broke the Richest motherfucking TV in this bitch. Nigga, something crazy and epic. We in a rush. Yeah. How they say the G? It's a rush. My bad. Yeah.
We in a rush, nigga.
Yeah, we in a rush.
Crazy.
OTM.
Hey, OTM. Say, I forgot my double cup, I'm in a rush. Hey, lil' bro seen a op, grab my Glock, I'm pushing up. Hey, we don't do no V6, this a Hemi, scooting up. I be in my city with them sticks, just pop the trunk. Hey,
what up, dude?
Can't fake the funk. My nigga kill you for a brand new pair of dunks. Sliding with Naughty and Yoda, bang, we smoking runs. I'ma fuck on that bitch, then kick her out just like a punt. Call me a blitz, I get it as hit. Not no kick and fuck by the bitch. Ride with the glitz, I shoot up the shit. Smoke my op to the op, get gone. Ride with the gleam, better get your zone. Got no love, that shit be gone. Taking off like a rocket. All them pussy niggas better stop it. Mad at me, I'm the hot top, I was for shit, I rock it. Used to be with the glitz, yeah,
oh God.
Now I never put it down. Them clown niggas want to hang around. Remember this to give me the run around. I'm popping. Them VVS.
Shout out Ricky Rex. Experience.
Come try me. Ain't going back and forth. Them neck, I shots to the bed. To your chest. Let them fan try to play my neck. He got right there, that's on the set. Harvey Street, that's where I'm at. I got 6 in the chest. Lil' B, that nigga's a bitch. Did 5 years and sticks on the bitch. Ain't this game till your brother get hit. I'm probably person my out get hit. Probably person my out get hit. I'm probably person my out get hit. Pussy. Cartel business. Oh God.
Shout out J Mac.
I got this Glock all in
Come
my
fuck with a
letter.
family. Shout out at
Here
Jimmy.
doing funny business, David Letterman. Hey,
shout out J Mac.
I get paid like the Reverend.
Whoa.
Can't talk this. Can't do shit. You know we got the medal. Can't take a picture with no guns. You know I got felonies. Steady speaking on our name. Shit gon' get your melon split. Niggas ain't gon' slide. They gon' hide when the beef come. Niggas stand off but smoke. It ain't gon' be none. I show you how to be a player. Niggas be a better. Go. Let me show you how to mix it up. I got the recipe.
Let's go. Bitch, up in this. We still doing this shit. Quit playing with us. OTM, nigga. Bang, man, nigga. Nigga, take this cartel. Oh, my
God.
Oh God.
What's going on, y'all? Shots out to the panel. Shots out to the chat. Yo. We got that fire for your mind. Let a player come through.
Damn, hold up, baby.
Yeah.
My shit look blurry as fuck, bro.
Hold up, baby. Hold up, baby. You got that filter on.
I ain't got no goddamn filter on.
You got that filter, bro.
What filter? How that bitch look now? It still look blurry. Do it look blurry on your screen?
My bro said let him get a play. We're gonna get my boy Ricky Rex a spin. Oh God. This ain't high school. I got this job in my head. Shout out Ricky Rex.
Hard knock life, I was moving dope just like Jay-Z. Moving A to Z just like the alphabet. I'm serving yay. I've been running tears, wiping hard knock life. I was moving dope just like Jay-Z. Moving A to Z just like the alphabet. I'm serving yay. I've been running tears, wiping them like windshields. My dogs play with birds like Tiger Woods. Niggas ain't got pain, boy, that shit just sound good. I got all the crystal meth, I'm serving ice like Wayne Gretzky. I'm bringing rap back, buzz like a bitch. Ain't that bad a bitch, I'm ballin' like Shabata Mitch. Every time we slid up on the ops, I'm in like Popovich. Punch a clock or punch a brick, fuck it, let's get lit. La mama cutthroat, look like she wanna go. I think her name Nicole, but she look like Ruby Rose. Clutching on that pole in case the ops tryna blow. They weren't trying to see the gap like Keisha Cole. All these motherfucking straps all in the whip like Days Low. I wish they would this, I ain't going out like J. Cole. I got rocks off in my hands, niggas straight snow. I been tricking niggas like Suge Knight, bitches that broke. Hard knock life, I was moving dope just like Jay-Z. Moving A to Z just like the alphabet. I'm serving yay. I've been raining tears, wiping them like windshields. Been running up this green nigga just like Paul Pierce. Hard knock life, I was moving dope just like Jay-Z. Moving A to Z just like the alphabet. I'm serving yay. I've been raining tears, wiping them like windshields. Been running up this green nigga just like Paul Pierce. Phone in my pocket and I still can't call it. Boy, I got that piston on me too like Ben Wallace. 106 in Park, I fucked around and popped the rocks. All black, everything, nigga, Marcus Garb. I'm on Blue Bell and I'm serving ice cream. Ain't just chop it down like it that yay. I don't like bitches who be easy. I can show you how to play. I got that burn to fuck around and catch a fever. I'm Anita Baker and I ain't talking Anita Baker. Is that so? I ain't talking Raven Simone.
Ricky Rags. Okay, Ricky Rags, that great white. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go chop it up and you link in and sub to my boy Ricky Rags. Ricky Rags, y'all. Goddamn great white. Now I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with Yellow Beezy, man. Yellow Beezy talking about he want a feature now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm here.
Solo?
What that nigga talking about? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't hear
Can
me?
you hear me? Can you hear me? Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, Bell gang in this hole tonight. Yeah, my nigga Ricky Rax. Hold him up. Let me get my nigga Rax a tool. He gotta have that tool on him.
Shout out Flow the Water, man.
No, that's my brother. Shout out Florida Water. Shout out Florida Water. Yeah, man, that nigga gonna wait till my nigga. What's going on?
Your shit freezing up.
We just played in a rush.
Recordings.
Shout out ATS Marcus.
Shout out ATX Marcus. We just played in a rush. About to build, I need that tool. God damn right.
Don't give them in a rush one more time, man. We can get on with the show, man.
Right.
I want to see me grow. Like I want to see me grow. Make sure y'all hit.
Gonna play that in a rush for him before we get to it.
Yeah, go give them that in a rush, man, so they can go and get to it.
Yeah, all right, bet. This is what the people are asking for. What the people keep asking for.
BT going crazy. Hey, OTM. Say, I forgot my double cup, I'm in a rush. Hey, lil' bro seen a op, grab my Glock, I'm pushing up. Hey, we don't do no V6, this a Hemi, scooting up. I be in my city with them sticks, just pop the trunk. Hey, can't fake the funk. My nigga kill you for a brand new pair of dunks. Sliding with Naughty and Yoda, bang, we smoking runs.
That bitch playing? It look like that bitch chopping up. Is that bitch chopping up?
That bitch chopping up. It ain't even playing no more.
All right, I stopped it.
That's BT going crazy. Hey, OTM, say, I forgot my double cup, I'm in a rush. Hey, lil' bro seen a op, grab my Glock, I'm put up. Hey, we don't do no visa, hit me, scooting up. I be in my city with them sticks, just pop the trunk. Hey, can't fake the funk. My nigga kill you for a brand new pair of dunks. Sliding with Naughty and Yoda, bang, we smoking runs. I'ma fuck on that bitch, then kick her out just like a punt. Call me a blitz, I get it as hit. Not no kick and fuck by the bitch. Rob with the glees, I shoot up the shit. Smoke my op to the op, get gone. Rob with the glees, better get your ass home. Got no love, that shit be gone. Taking off like a rocket. All them pussy niggas better stop it.
Hey, get away from my motherfucking.
Shit,
Man, get away from my motherfucking dog. Fuck with my dog. Move, nigga. Move, fuck with my dog. Oh, damn, move.
I'm popping. Them VVS can't stop it. You head if you think I'm playing, come try me, I ain't going back and forth, them neck, I check the bed to your chest, let up play my neck, eat all right there, that's on the set, Harvey Street, that's where I'm at, I got 6 in the chest, Lil B, that nigga's a bitch, did 5 years and sticks on the bitch, I ain't this game till your brother get hit, I'm probably person, my op get hit, probably person, my op get hit, I'm probably person, my op get hit.
I let them, hey, niggas out here doing funny business, David let them, hey, Sunday service, bitch, I get paid like the Reverend. Whoa. Can't talk without this Zaze pipe, I need my medicine. Whoa. Can't do a show without it, so you know we got the medal. Can't take a picture with no guns, you know
what up, Black King?
Steady speaking on our name, shit gon' get your melon split. Hey. Niggas ain't gon' slide, they gon' hide when the beef come. Hey. Niggas steady talking about it, smoke, but ain't gon' be no. I show you how to be a player, nigga, be a better. Let's go. Let me show you how to mix it up, I got the recipe.
Let's go. Bitch ass niggas, I keep telling you niggas, this shit ain't over with. We still dropping this shit, we still pumping this shit, we still doing this shit. Quit playing with us, OTM nigga, bang man nigga, TT cartel pussy. Oh.
TTE cartel, pussy. Oh God.
Oh God, nigga.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn, nigga, what? Them clown niggas used to run around with some shit. Them clown niggas used to hang around. Remember when they? Nigga, what? I ain't going back and forth. You went money.
Nigga, your shit glitching like a motherfucker. I can't hear nothing you saying, bro.
Let him. Sunday service.
Your shit going back and forth. Keep on, I can't hear you.
Oh, you hear me?
You could skip this ad.
I can hear you now. But you chopping up. You chopping up like a motherfucker. It sound like a robot.
This ain't our school. I got this Glock all in my Letterman. Niggas said they doing honey business, David Letterman.
I can hear you now. You good though now.
Am I back?
Yeah, you bad.
Okay. I
That nigga say you went robotics on us.
Sunday service, bitch, and
Anyway. Anyway, so one of the, I want to say, wildest, unexpected things actually Yellow telling Yellow Busy. A lot of people would expect Yellow Busy to either not respond or just who knows, right? But it actually went right field. It didn't go left field. It went right field because Yellow Busy responded to it. First, let me just read it to y'all, right? And
Shout out Ever. What up with it?
Break it down. So for the city, right? And then Yellow Busy responded to that fan and said, "All right, tell them to send it," with a lot of exclamation marks, right? So here's the thing about it. You got different perspectives and different sides of how people is feeling about this. You got some people that's like, dang, this will be good for the city. I love.
We went robot.
We chopping. I'm trying to listen, but we chopping. Like we on an old school screw tape, nigga.
Oh, they trying to sabotage our first episode.
Let me see if I can pull it up on my shit.
See if you can put it up on your shit. Lady Bell to the chat. Lady Bell to the chat.
Who is that? Key Talk?
Huh? It's Key Talk, yeah.
What's that name?
Key Talk Media.
Key Talk. Okay.
Hey, YOLO show. Yeah, shout out Ever. Showing support. Shout out ATX Market. Shout out Black King. What it do? Shout out motherfucker Tree Cup. Pop Purse did my eyes get hit. You understand? Nigga popping these purse till my eyes get hit. It's crazy. Popping the purse till my eyes get hit. Let me hit that file one more time. You ain't got it?
Yeah, I just found it. Hold on, I'm finna share my screen.
I bet.
I'm trying to watch these damn dogs too. That nigga was by my gate.
A nigga pulled up by your gate?
Now some little youngsters back there trying to play with my dogs, some of the Mexican youngsters.
Oh. Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we up here.
All right, let me know if it play better.
Welcome back to Key Talk.
Good.
Key Talk. Check
Hit that square. Expand
it. All right. Hey, if y'all want to see me grow like I want to see me grow, make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps me get an algorithm. Anyways, now before we get started today, I do want to give a shout out to Zorilla Grills because as y'all can see, the logo grill, and also now your boy Key Talk got an upper piece and a bottom piece grill. You know what I'm talking about? So now the logo has been brought to life. Anyway, so one of the, I want to say, wildest, unexpected things actually happened yesterday, right? So a fan was actually, I guess, talking online, and Yellow Beezy was somehow put into the conversation in which the fan was telling Yellow Beezy to hop on Mo3's new project that's about to come out on like May 31st, right? Now, of course, a lot of people expect Yellow Beezy to either not respond or just who knows, right? But it actually went right field. It didn't go left field. It went right field because Yellow Beezy responded to it. First, let me just read it to y'all, right? And then we'll break it down. So the fan said, get on the track with Mo3 for his new album, Pound for the City, right? And then Yellow Beezy responded to that fan and said, all right, tell them to send it, with a lot of exclamation marks, right? So here's the thing about it. You got different perspectives and different sides of how people is feeling about this. You got some people that's like, dang, this will be good for the city. I love to see the growth in Yellow Beezy. This is actually really good. The Yellow Beezy is deciding to actually do this. This will actually help. You got other people that's like, nah, he should have did that whenever Mo3 was still alive. Mo3 wouldn't approve of that. Rainwater, if you do this just you turning your back more on Mo3, and I don't know why you would do nothing like this at all. We don't want to hear it. I'm from North Dallas. We don't want to hear nothing with Yellow Beezy. Anyway, so with that being said, this still creates a possibility for there to be a Yellow Beezy feature on Mo3's album. Now, Is it a long shot? Yes, it is a long shot, but Rainwater is known for doing certain tactics that he believes will go viral or will increase whatever it may, whether it be numbers, notability of people just knowing that it's there. And to be honest, if a Yellow Beezy feature was actually on Mo3's album, actually, you know what? It would be a lot of mixed feelings if that happened. Let's just be real. It would be a lot of mixed feelings. Yes, it would help the numbers and the streams, because people would go listen just to be like, dang, obviously knowing the history, people would go and listen just to check it out, to hear it. So the streams would go up, but the effects that it would have on those who put the project together, like Rainwater, most of the heat would go to Rainwater. If there was any type of heat for anything with Mo3, Rainwater is always going to be the one to take most of the heat, because Rainwater is the actual manager, right? And with him being the manager, he's the one that's on the eyes of it. There may be people behind the scenes and other people as well, but Rainwater is the eyes of it. He's the forefront of it all, right? You already got people saying that they feel like he turned his back on them. You got some people saying all these type of theories that was going on when Mo3 first passed away, which was just all theories, right? Nobody had any solid proof. It was just a time where a lot of people were just talking. However, the main topic today is, do y'all think Rainwater should allow Yellow Beezy to be put on Mo3's album that's about to release? Would that be a stab in the back to Mo3, or would that be something that actually is good for Dallas? Show the younger artists, hey, that y'all can, whoever you have issues with, there's a possibility that y'all can team up. Now, I will say, the fact that Mo3 is actually deceased and passed away, I don't know how beneficial, or I don't know the image that will put out to people. I don't know for sure. I'm with whatever though it is, whether they do it or whether they don't do it. I don't really care. But I just wanted to get y'all the news. That way y'all can hear it. And you should be able to see the message either on the right side or on the left side of the pretty much the message saying that, right? But y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about it. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.
In the game just to get my fatty.
Man, sir. Man, how do y'all feel? Oh, he say Yellow owed Dallas for everything that went down. Mo3 was great. I think this. I think this probably be. He do. I think this would be good for his career.
Nah, yeah, for his career, but it ain't good, bro. Come on, man. That shit ain't. It's not good for the simple fact, nigga. You part of the reason Mo3 got. Everybody know you had something to do with it. Well, I have an inkling that you had something to do with it. Because when a nigga was here, you wouldn't do a feature with him. You wouldn't even be on the same show with the nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do. I jump on your track because you're dead. I mean, I don't give a fuck. He might sneak this on the track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, Mo3 wouldn't. I don't think Mo3 would fuck with him.
I don't think a Mo3 approve of it, but I think it might be a good message to send to the. Well, it's hard now that you put it like that. It's hard to say that it'd be a good message to do with the young niggas, because it's like the nigga dead. You know what I'm saying? The nigga dead.
Exactly.
The nigga's gone. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like shit. Put the nigga on the album now that he dead and gone. The beef is dead already. Your career is dead already. This probably gonna do him some justice more than it's gonna do Mo3 some justice. It's probably do
it's gonna do him more justice
more than it do
Mo3. He dead right now. He need a motherfucking resuscitation.
He dead.
Shit.
For real. Nigga, ain't nobody checking for no Yellow Beezy.
No.
Yeah, shout out J. Cool. Shout out J. Cool. It's best to stay off the album though. Yeah, I mean shit. If he gonna get on it, it'll do his career some justice. But that's if he trying to look. That's why he even answered like that, because he looking for any damn thing to boost his career.
He trying to get his shit up. Yeah, with shit show.
Yeah, for real, bro. It's like I don't know. Mo3 had the game in the headlock. But see, that let you know, like, sometimes you can stunt your whole city growth about some bullshit, about some shit y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you was a rapper, Solo, you one of the hottest rappers in the city. We ain't never seen no nigga like Solo. We ain't never seen a nigga that can rap and sing down here that go hard in the whole city, in the whole state of Texas, fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people outside of Texas. We ain't never seen that. And then all of a sudden, I came up with a song over that Trapping in Designer. What was it? Trapping in Designer?
What song? Before Yellow Beezy?
Well, Yellow Beezy was Trapping in Designer, but what's that other song that everybody he did a remix to? What's that goddamn song? What's that song that shout out Big Fresh? What's that song that Yellow Beezy blew up on?
I can't even think of the name of that bitch. He had T.I. and everybody on that bitch.
He had everybody on that bitch, bro. He had everybody on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know which one I'm talking about.
I know what song you're talking about, though. That bitch right there.
That's on me, baby.
That's
it. That's on me. That's right, Taquan Davis. That's right, King. On me. That's on me. That's right. That's
shout out King,
right
Taquan, Mr. Mike.
I had
Fresh.
And I had the hot song. I had the hot song.
Yeah.
You got the wave, though. What, Yellow Beezy came up before Mo 3?
Yeah.
He blew up before Mo 3? Yeah. Mo 3 came and took over, though. Mo 3 just had it, bro. It was in him. That shit that he was doing. And then you already know Yellow Beezy already had a kind of, you can say he had the rap kind of, he tried to rap, sing a little bit, not really like the Mo 3. It was just kind of like the auto-tune shit on his voice. You know what I'm saying? But Mo 3 can really sing. That nigga can sing.
That nigga Mo 3 was in that church house.
He was in that church house. He fight good. He beat a nigga ass. And he stepped. You know what I'm saying? So if you put the light on the city, bro, if I brought attention to the city with That's On Me, baby. You know what I'm saying? And you take the city to bigger heights, bro. I can't hate on you, fam.
Yeah, for real. Salute.
I'm supposed to salute you. Even if we beefing, I'm supposed to have it in my heart to say, let you know, look, fam, I'm gonna stay out your way, you stay out of mine, fam. We both on the way to the money.
Shout out Street Clothes. Street Clothes on some real shit.
Yeah, he had stupid talent, bro. I don't like none of them. I barely like Mo 3. Yeah, we know you Chicago.
That nigga Chicago man.
Shout out.
They gotta be triggered. They gotta be triggered because motherfucker. Yeah.
You know that Tree Cuts.
Yeah, I knew it was him. I like King Von, nigga.
You know it's him. You know it's him. King Von, all that shit. That's you know that Tree Cuts.
Texas standing up right now, nigga. Chicago got to sit down right now. Texas standing up right now. We talking about Texas.
Yeah, Chicago.
Much love to Chicago, though.
Mo 3 had way more talent. Yeah, Mo 3 had way more talent than Yellow Beezy, hands down. He did. But Yellow Beezy did bring a lot of attention to the city, though. He did his part. That jealousy and shit and niggas not being from there and wherever the fuck niggas talking about 2 different hoods. He a Crip, one is a Blood. My nigga, y'all supposed to put that shit behind. Now look how far y'all put Dallas behind by doing that bullshit.
Yeah, they put them back. Cause I think the only thing they got right now is Big X the Plug.
Bad.
Right. He from Dallas, right? Big X.
Big X the Plug.
Yeah, that's the only thing they got right Dallas. Now.
Yeah. That's the only thing they got. They got some other young niggas that's up under them, but they ain't nobody got it like Big X the Plug. Big X the Plug got it right now.
Yeah, I thought some of them young niggas that was Mo 3 was gonna
Mexican
take off.
OT. Yeah. Mo 3.
They didn't take off like I thought they was gonna take off with them little niggas that was with him.
Yeah. That was number 7 in Dun Dun.
The little black Dun Dun, yeah. I thought they was gonna take off, but they didn't.
You know. Yeah, he dropped the album. His album was alright. but he's so caught up in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those streets get you lost, man, especially when you got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to suck you back in like a leech, man, because niggas don't want to never see you doing good, so they're going to look for any reason to pull you back in that motherfucker, man. So that's the bad part about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of with
And I
anything
think
in life. When you doing good, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish what you were saying. I got it.
Nah, you good. I done forgot what the hell I was saying that fast. When I tried to stop for you. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, but all I was saying is that I think that shit started over that nigga Roy Lee, right?
Yeah, I think it was Roy Lee and a female too, though. I think 3 was hitting one of them niggas females too.
I
think I got Haitian reception. I'm blurry. I don't know why the fuck I'm blurry, bro.
Solo, you blurry. You got Haitian reception. Oh shit, yellow trash. Yeah,
And
yellow
I'm
had a spot
on a MacBook.
all of them came up together, but with jealousy and envy, that turned everyone against each other. And they had all got a picture with each other. They got a picture with Trap Boy, Freddie, Mo3, and Yellow Bees. They all together.
I'm still blurry. Yeah, even blurry. That might be that background stuff.
That's that background on your ass.
Yeah, let me check it out.
Yeah, that's that background on you.
I'm still. Am I blurry still?
You gotta get you that. You gotta put that light on you.
You probably need my light on too, right? Yeah, I know.
You got your ring light over there?
Yeah, it ain't big enough. It ain't bright enough. Yeah, it ain't bright enough though.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. We got Solo, y'all. We got Solo.
Yeah.
What's the word, gang? What's good? What's good? What's good, Stacks Max? You trying to get some Wingstop? Yeah, I'm trying to get some Wingstop.
Yeah, whatever you see.
Hey, Solo, all them pay in your name.
Y'all niggas act like I be touching my camera. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. What y'all got going on, bro?
Yeah, come on, man. Get your shirt down, man. Ain't nobody try to see all the money, all that shit up under there. Right,
you shouldn't be looking.
I damn near threw in my dinner.
Yeah, you on some bullshit. That's all good, though. Yeah.
Solo, my guy. Shit. Yeah.
Who's that? That's my boy. Street clothes. Yeah, that's my boy, man.
He said he coming. He said he coming to Austin to see how that barbecue tastes.
Well, come on down then, man.
Well, come on down, my guy. Bring me something. Drop something off. Nah, but man, yeah, I think they slow, and now they got like Go Yayo and shit like that. But he from Fort Worth.
Go Yayo. I think he from Fort Worth.
Yeah, he's from Fort Worth. He got CJ Casino.
You show right, Trillion cut you, ugly motherfucker, you. I got your ugly ass.
Better go to Lockhart. Oh, that nigga dropping that nigga dropping seasoning on you.
Yeah, he dropping salt. He a hater. You know haters coming out shape, sizes, and forms. They even look like pieces. You know what I'm saying? So I know
they even got the beard of Moses.
Yeah. Boy, you is not sexy, boy. I don't know why you think that. Don't start that.
I know
shit.
you and Sexy Red. More you come on, man. Hey, come on, man. That didn't say sexy. It's sexy and trip. Boy, I can't believe you just described yourself like that, Trillion Cuts. I view you some type of way now, bro.
He want to play. Oh, okay.
So
right there at the top. Don't worry about it. Wait till this is over. I'm gonna be on your neck, and I don't want to hit nothing, nigga. Don't get your roll out. It's cool. It's cool. I'm down for it. Just make sure you can stand that pressure when that pressure comes. Yeah. Let's make sure you can stand. I'm gonna be on your neck.
Ooh.
I don't want to hear no whining, no
Damn,
crying. Come
is it
on,
like
man.
that?
You get off me. Yeah, I'm on your neck, nigga.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Know
be
what
on
that
your
mean,
motherfucking
Tree
neck.
Cuts?
You want to play tonight? We gonna play
You,
the hard way.
uh-oh.
Yeah. Shout
Oh,
out Jut.
penitentiary games in effect. Shout
Yeah.
out Jut. My
I'm
nigga
going
Jut.
I'm
Shout
going all the
out
way
Jut.
in. I'm gonna burn his ass down. He got the right one.
Bow, bow, bow. Ah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That nigga say big bow wow.
Yeah.
How the birds Tree Cuts. Salute Dub. Man, what's going on? What's going on, man? Damn. We finna go to Mexico.
What's the name of it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you chopping up again, fam.
It's called El Mencho just got revenge for arrest on his brother. It's the Death Door. It's the Death Door. That's the name of the channel. El Mencho. They healthy? That's crazy. And they say, bow, 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 bow. That's that booty meat.
Let me see.
Come on, man. You can't pay for my time.
He's
Shout
Trill
out to
still
the
going
belt,
on?
man. Trill Spear, I think he going back and forth with Cap Clothing. Who's Cap Clothing? I don't know who the hell he argued. He argued with somebody in the chat. Yeah. He argued with somebody in the chat. He got into it with somebody. He said, you can't pay for my time. He said, cap closed. That nigga say cap closed. That nigga crazy.
Yeah, I think I just found it. Yeah,
There
it's up
it
there.
That look like it's it. That look like it's it.
Traffic with spike strips. Charred tractor trailers
Let me know when you want me to
lining
pause
the
it and
highway.
You underestimate people of that caliber, you're doomed.
The town has become a place where these two gangs clash.
You might not be aware of just how badly the narco world got shaken up just a few days ago. It might have been a regular Sunday for you and me, but for members of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, April 21st, 2024 marked the beginning of the end. Or did it? Let's expand on that for a bit. It's like stepping into a scene of a gripping crime drama. Except this isn't fiction. It's the real deal. Picture this. You find yourself in the heart of the action with none other than Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, better known as El Mencho, the show leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. El Mencho, a world, is rocked by a seismic event of unprecedented magnitude. You see, it's not just his criminal enterprise
Look at them goddamn shits, man.
but his personal life too. His brother, Abraham Oseguera Cervantes, or Don Rodo for short, finds himself in hot water these days. And not just any hot water, the kind that's bubbling with trouble.
Elementos de la Guardia Nacional capturaron a Abraham N., Don Rodo, hermano del líder del cártel de Jalisco Nueva Generación, Nemesio N., conocido como El Mencho.
After years of efforts to bring Don Rodo to justice, it seems that the authorities' quest to capture this elusive kingpin who terrorized Jalisco for the better part of a decade has finally reached its conclusion. But Don Rodo's capture might not be the blessing that you might think it is. You see, many comparisons can be drawn between narco empires and beehives. That's right, beehives. And what happens when you tug at a hive for too long? Well, let's just say swift retaliation might be what's in store for you. and you better run and take cover.
It's a job for kids who have the street in their blood,
That was
who've
rolling,
grown up
boy.
with violence. They are young men just like me. We look normal, but we're sick in the head. I see myself as a good guy, but if you mess with me, I'll you up. I'll kill you.
Get ready for a deep dive into the ruthless Jalisco New Generation Cartel and its bosses to find out what their next move might be. But just a fair warning, some of the stuff that we're going to uncover is deeply unsettling, so please be mindful of that. Now, let's begin. If you're up to date on all things cartel, it's difficult not to be acquainted with the name Oseguera. If cartels are empires, then the Oseguera family is basically royalty. Their brutal organization and technologically advanced intimidation tactics have been plaguing Mexico for years. And when it comes to the state of Jalisco in particular, every local has suffered at the hands of their Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG for short, in one way or another, but more on that later. Now, with this in mind, it's easy to see why Don Roto's arrest came as a huge relief to just about anyone who isn't affiliated with the Oseguera family. After all, one man down is always great news when the man in question is literally evil, right? Well, it's the answer to that is far more complicated than it seems. So let's first tell the tale of how this arrest came to be in the first place. His brother and true leader of the CJNG cartel, who goes by the name of El Mencho, currently has a hefty bounty of $10 million hanging right over his head. And that's just the reward for any information that might lead the authorities to capture him. So, as you can probably guess, there's no shortage of people willing to cash in on such a life-changing sum of money. This means that both El Mencho and his family have to be extremely careful with whom they choose to associate, because, as the saying goes, bad guys need to get lucky every time, while good guys only really need to get lucky once. So any move that's not completely thought through may prove itself to be a fatal mistake. And while El Mencho is definitely the big fish for most, some people with ties to the cartel have realized that there's no point in going after the grand prize when they can settle for a more achievable goal, getting Don Roto in trouble instead. Think about it. With every piece of evidence pointing toward Don Roto having a more administrative role within the criminal underworld, he probably doesn't have to watch his back nearly as much as his brother, so why not go after him? Well, that's exactly what they did. It's believed it was a deal struck between Mexican law enforcement and traders with ambition from deep within the CJNG that got Don Roto arrested on that fateful day of April 21st, 2024. That morning, shortly before 4 a.m., the Mexican National Guard descended into a compound in the municipality of Outland de Navarro that they believed was one of the Oseguera family's many hideouts.
Yeah.
They were right, and Don Roto was there.
You want me to pause it?
Okay, we was chopping and
Picture the
screwing.
scene. Police.
Yeah,
You want me to
pause
pause
it.
it?
Pause it. Yeah, them niggas over there. Yeah, pause. Them niggas over there, they like the goddamn motherfucking army, bro. You can't fuck with the cartel, man. They got tanks and everything, bro.
Man, they got all kind of shit, nigga.
Nigga, what? Nigga, them niggas got a whole state over there. Did you see the map of that motherfucking Jalisco?
Yep.
That motherfucker is huge. And they control that whole motherfucker. Nigga, they having war in the streets on this motherfucker. Yeah, Rizzo, you probably should. You should live stream that motherfucking performance, bro. You should definitely live stream that performance.
I think he's talking about this one. Is he talking about this one?
I know it costs to floss.
I'm talking to Jerk.
What? Which who?
I was talking to Jerk Will.
Who?
Me, nigga. When I said it cost the flaws.
Oh, them niggas show love. Yeah, it costs the floss. Yeah. Something serious over there. All right, you can keep it going.
Is Jalisco in Mexico or
you know
in
what
Texas?
I'm saying?
That shit rock on. Is that in Texas or Mexico?
No, it's saying this is in Mexico. Jalisco in Mexico. Okay. It's in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah,
they got their own shit over there.
On high alert, bracing for retaliation attacks from Cartel Jalisco. It's like a powder keg, ready to explode, but miraculously, the expected retribution attacks fail to materialize. Still, Abraham's fate hangs in the balance as he's whisked away to Mexico City to avoid any further chaos. But wait, there's more. Abraham's journey is far from over. In fact, it only begins when he's transported to none other than the Altiplano Maximum Security Federal Prison, a place where dreams of freedom go to die. You see, this fortress-like institution is only reserved for Mexico's worst of the worst. Located in the neighborhood of Almoloya de Juarez, this prison has seen the who's who of Mexico's criminals, as its most vicious outlaws always land in here, thanks to the prison's zero-tolerance policy.
If you've been injured in a recent car accident that wasn't your fault, I'm going to show you how I got
for any deviation from their strict protocol. It's pretty safe to say that once you go in, you stay in, or is it? Now, let's peel back the layers of Don Roto's enigmatic persona. This guy's no ordinary Joe, but he's been so shrouded in mystery for all these years that it's easy to forget just how dangerous he really is. And although Don Roto isn't your typical bloodthirsty cartel boss, he's been the man behind the scenes of some of the worst crimes that the CJNG has ever committed. You could say that it's thanks to him that the CJNG is the second most powerful cartel in Mexico, right after El Chapo's infamous Sinaloa cartel. So who are the CJNG exactly? And how did their rise to total domination even come about? Let's break down the twisted world of the Jalisco New Generation cartel.
Damn.
Imagine a Mexican criminal group that started out as merely a rebel squad within the Sinaloa cartel, only to soon break off and do its own thing. This is how CJNG got its start. With the ambitious and menacing El Mencho at its forefront, these guys quickly became top players in Mexico's tricky criminal landscape.
The CJNG are now recognized as such a threat to US national security that there have even been moves to officially designate them a terrorist organization.
To make matters worse, as is the case with most drug cartels, they weren't just into drug dealing. They dug their fingers in pretty much every bad pie that you can think of. Extortion, kidnapping, human trafficking, you name it. They even controlled stuff like avocado and oil trades in some Mexican states. Nothing got past them.
Hold on.
Either. Their presence was felt in nearly every state of Mexico.
Them niggas controlled avocados?
Yeah. In certain parts, yeah. Niggas ain't playing, niggas. Shit. They want their hand in everything.
They got their hands in everything. Oil, avocados, drugs. You can't miss them.
Yeah, no, you can't miss them.
See, them Mexicans are some hustling motherfuckers, man. These are some cartels. And they talking about avocados. Making money in avocados, my nigga. Us as niggas, man, we don't even think like that.
Nah, we don't.
We don't think like that. We want our hands in the drug game. We want our hands in some more drugs.
Yeah.
We don't want our hands in motherfucking the drug game and our hands in fried chicken and watermelon.
But you ain't shit. But the thing is, they not producers. They taking them avocados from the farmers, nigga. They extorting them.
They extort the whole fucking town.
Yeah, they extorting the whole time. Anything you making money off of it, we want it.
Shout out to Solo, grandfather of this shit. Shout out Solo, big grandfather of this shit, man.
Shout out Fred on some bullshit.
Yeah, big grandfather. Minnesota up. Minnesota up by 12 points. Yeah, my nigga. Goddamn, they got their hands in avocados. I ain't never heard no shit like that, my nigga. Avocados is crazy.
Trill said they got their own farms.
Their own farms? Their own farms is crazy. Nigga, that's crazy. To grow them avocados, they go get their own farmers. And so they don't steal from the farmers. They pit their farmers to work.
They stealing from the farmers too, nigga. Shit.
But you know they get them niggas jobs, bro.
Yeah, they get them jobs too.
They say some of them cartels be doing more for their state than the motherfucking governor do.
Yeah, they do. But they gonna kill up the whole goddamn state though, nigga.
If you don't get down, you gotta lay down.
If you gotta lay down.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna get down, you gotta lay down, man.
You know how it go.
Yeah. You say they don't. Nah, they don't need to. It's too much money. They don't need to what, extort them? What the fuck is this damn thing up here? They don't need to extort them. Get your motherfucking ass. Get your motherfucking ass on.
You go live down there and see. I bet you they'll extort your motherfucking ass.
Whoa.
Take all your motherfucking.
Goddamn me.
They take all your motherfucking.
He said they just need the workers. They just need, so they pay them better than the government to work in the fields. What you saying? Bro, I've been down there. He say he been down there.
Okay.
He say he the real Chicken George.
I say go live down there, nigga. And I bet you they'll extort your motherfucking ass. Going down there and being down there every day is a different thing, nigga.
Huh?
I don't went some places and visit before.
Mm-hmm. Stand down there is different.
Yeah, stand down there is different.
I'm in the chicken business.
Nigga, you don't live down there though. Just because you in the goddamn business, that don't mean shit. You ain't in the drug business. You in the chicken business, nigga.
I think that's crazy.
You say what the hell? You dealing chickens.
What we got going on tomorrow? Shit, we ain't made no plans.
I'm just gonna say the same shit. Like, nigga, I don't even know. Whatever happened, happened.
Y'all asking for YOLO. Y'all gotta, y'all need that YOLO. You understand? Holla at us. You can keep it rolling. Them niggas selling avocados. Okay. Them niggas selling avocados and shit. My nigga, them niggas some bad motherfuckers. I respect them.
Shout out 400.
My nigga, this motherfucker won't leave me alone. I'm gonna kill this bitch.
And everything they touched turned to dust and chaos.
Mexico is experiencing a sharp rise in violence. Some of the most notable examples in recent weeks include a series of roadside bombs in the state of Jalisco that left 4 police officers dead.
I thought that was them shooting the police officer, nigga. Hey, hit the skip button, nigga.
Oh, my bad.
Man, you tripping, fam.
Now, to keep their evil empire growing,
I thought it was
they made
part of the
friends
video,
in
nigga.
all the wrong places. You see, cartel alliances were quite common. Why waste precious resources fighting your rivals when you can just join in on the fun and take over even more turf? But unlike some of their rivals, the CJNG ran a tight ship with a strict hierarchy that kept everyone in line.
Vives acostado al lado de un cuerpo, ves cómo matan a la gente, pruebas la carne humana. Vives el terror.
But here's where it really gets messy. These guys were seriously violent. They saw fear as a weapon in and of itself and terrorized civilians in their territory for years in order to keep anyone brave enough to stand up to them at arm's reach. And it's like something out of a crazy action movie, too. You see, the CJNG distinguishes itself from other cartels through one very distinct and unexpected feature: technology. You heard that right? The CJNG ushered cartel violence into the 21st century.
This is modern warfare. We use war technologies. We use drones. Here, everybody is adequately trained to use them to the maximum so that they can hear that thunder.
¿Un dron o qué?
Take a shot.
¿Dónde está el dron?
The Jalisco New Generation cartel took the fight to the next level, shooting down a military helicopter with a rocket-propelled grenade, killing people, 6 of them, last week.
You can imagine how that translates into absolute power as far as they're concerned. And now that we've grasped the full extent of the CJNG's brutality, we get a much clearer picture as to why Don Rodo's arrest is such a big deal. But when dealing with one of the top bosses of one of the most feared criminal establishments that Mexico has ever seen, you can't help but wonder, what's the price we're willing to pay?
Going on? Okay.
We know Abraham's been pulling the strings on drug shipments to the US, controlling trafficking routes like a puppet master. But could there be more to his story? There have been hints at the possibility of extradition to the land of the free, which, when you're a kingpin, is a fate that's worse than any other. Think about it this way. There's no bribe big enough to buy yourself out of a US prison, not is there any friendly face to ease your time in jail. There's just cold, hard time behind bars. No wonder it's the worst fear of any brutal cartel leader. It basically means that you no longer exist. Your name is now replaced by a mere inmate number, amongst many other inmate numbers, and you're forced to spend the remainder of your life reminiscing about the mistakes which you've made. But wait, let's rewind to 2013. The thing is, Don Rodo's no stranger to trouble. Quite the contrary, he faced a murder charge back in his home state of Michoacan, sending tongues, wagging about his ties to organized crime. And here's the kicker. The charges mysteriously vanished into thin air, leaving us all scratching our heads as to how this is even possible. And although there's little information out there about whether or not the crime even had anything to do with the cartel, one thing remains certain. Don Rodo is just as capable of being ruthless as he is of taking care of cartel logistics. Having spent 4 long decades deeply involved in the life of crime that he's now known for, Don Rodo, together with El Mencho, was running somewhat of a family enterprise. They initially ran a modest heroin operation in the Bay Area of San Francisco back in the 90s, but then a deal went south and they found themselves in muddy waters for the very first time. The year was 1992 when undercover cops made their move and arrested both of the brothers. Although just 26 years old at the time and much younger than his brother, El Mencho was smart enough to recognize that they were being set up that night in a San Francisco bar called Imperial during what was supposed to be an ordinary heroin transaction. You see, El Mencho noticed that the dollar bills they had received were neatly stacked on top of one another, which came in stark contrast to the creased and dirty dollar bills that they usually got during their many drug transactions. And so, eagle-eyed El Mencho tried to warn his brother that this might be an ambush, but their call was intercepted by the authorities, and both he and Don Rodo got captured just 3 weeks after the fact. And they would have likely faced a very, very long time in prison, never to be heard from again, had it not been for one difficult to wrap your head around mistake on the US's side. You see, during the trial, their defense team urged them to plead guilty in front of a jury. They seemed to think that this strategy would land them shorter prison sentences due to the nature of the offense, and they were right. El Mencho was looking at 5 years behind bars, and while Don Rodo received double of that, it was still a pretty lax prison sentence compared to what others were getting. But here's the thing, for one reason or another, but probably for the lack of better judgment, they decided to extradite them all the way back to Mexico. And, as they say, the rest is CJNG history, because, once back to their hometown, they spared no time and went on to build one of the most powerful drug cartels from the ground up. Once back, the brothers go on to sign a pact with El Chapo himself. They and their group of thugs land the sweet deal of taking care of the Sinaloa drug operations, finances, and even murder activities in the states of Colima and Jalisco.
Can you go back and show that state right there? Can you show them state, that map? It's closer to that. It's closer. Keep going. Damn. Right there. Just hit right there. And let it play real quick.
Of taking care of the Sinaloa drug
you want me to pause it or something when it come up?
Finances, and even murder activities in the states of Colima.
Right here. Yeah, man, like, so this nigga, so these two brothers, they was in California, right? Well, they was in the Bay Area, and they was dealing with heroin. They were dealing with heroin. So them niggas get caught up. One of them get 5 years, the other one get 10 years. They end up getting extradited, so they have to get sent back to Jalisco. Soon as they get to Jalisco, nigga, they back out. So they don't even go to the prison down there. He just go home. As soon as he touches down, he home. He free. And lock in with El Chapo. You know what I'm saying? That's before them niggas started their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got the game from El Chapo, and El Chapo got the game from Pablo Escobar. You know what I'm saying? Way in Colombia. He get the game from a Colombian. So these niggas really some intelligent ass motherfuckers to be doing all this shit, bro. They dealing with $1 million, billions of dollars and shit like that. But the thing is like once you get caught up in this lifestyle, what up, Brian Quinn? Once you get caught up in this lifestyle, bro, ain't no exit.
Shout out Brian Quinn.
Shout out Brian Quinn. You gotta die. You can't get out this lifestyle, my nigga. Just, you know what I mean? You can't get out this lifestyle just like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay. But them brothers, they stayed locked down. They stayed locked in with each other, bro. And they had a plan, bro, for taking over some shit.
Yep.
It's hard for two niggas to lock in like that, bro. After them niggas in caught time and all this shit together, bro. It's hard for them niggas to even come back together.
Just see, but it's a difference because they brothers too, though. They brothers, so they can lock in. Brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got that different type of bond. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
It's like you know I ain't gonna flip on you. You know I ain't gonna flip on you. I know you ain't gonna flip on you.
No.
Type
Mama gonna get on both our ass.
Exactly. Mama gonna get on both our ass. Boom. Soon as we get to Mexico, we got us a plan. We finna take out. We finna sign up with motherfucking El Chapo, get the game, and then take out. They say you forgot about his godmother.
No, he talking about Griselda Blanco. No, he talking about Griselda Blanco.
Griselda Blanco. Okay, Griselda Blanco. Who got the game? Okay, what you call it? Got the game from her, huh? Pablo got the game from Griselda.
I don't know if that's what he's saying or not, but Griselda, she was a bad.
And then Miami Port. And guess what? What a lot of niggas don't know is it's a nigga out of Oakland that she was in love with.
That black dude, yeah.
That nigga out of Oakland. He got a whole nother story that he need to be talking about. But yeah, we can keep on going.
Lima and Jalisco, but El Mencho knew that he was destined for greater things than just being El Chapo's minion. So he eventually broke off from the organization and established his own enterprise. After all, he did possess the all know-how that was necessary, and thus the CJNG was born. El Mencho was quick to establish that the CJNG weren't playing around either. They launched a firestorm of public displays of unimaginable violence in order to send the message that a new, more brutal cartel was in town. Not only that, but they turned out to be extremely profitable too, with the US government estimating that the group has about $50 billion in total assets. To give you an idea, that's enough to land El Mencho on the cover of Forbes magazine many times over.
Yo sé quién es el patrón, señor Don Mencho, una persona muy honorable y las personas que lo conocen saben la calidad de persona que es.
All right, now that we've established the true scale of the CJNG cartel, let's delve deeper into the labyrinth world of El Mencho and his tangled web of family ties, cartel politics, and the relentless pursuit of power and profit. You heard that right. You see, Don Rodo isn't the only Oseguera that Mexico should be concerned about. Surprisingly, the cartels can be unexpectedly progressive when it comes to gender roles within the organization, and women can be in charge too. So, let's shine a spotlight on the women behind the CJNG throne. Meet Rosalinda Gonzalez Valencia, a Mexican businesswoman with several successful enterprises to show for. Sounds impressive, right? Well, she's also a suspected money launderer of the Jalisco New Generation cartel. She even served time in a Mexican prison for financial offenses. Not only that, but up until 2018, she was also the wife of none other than El Mencho. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as even her and El Mencho's daughter, Jessica Johanna Oseguera Gonzalez, have also been previously incarcerated for, you guessed it, money laundering. Though released in 2022, her time behind bars speaks volumes about the family's involvement in the murky world of Mexico's criminal underbelly. But wait until you hear of El Mencho's other daughter, Laisha Michelle Oseguera Gonzalez. At the tender age of 23, she's already been accused of orchestrating the kidnapping of 2 sailors in Jalisco, alongside her boyfriend, Christian Fernando Gutierrez. If that's not enough to thrust you into the spotlight of Mexico's vivid cartel life, then I don't know what is. Once information was obtained by these captives, typically through torture, these individuals were killed, either by or at the direction of the Chapitos themselves, and the bodies disposed of throughout the area. While many of these victims were shot,
So
others
he
were
got
fed
all them up.
or alive to tigers. And you didn't think that El Mencho's own son is...
So he got daughters in the game, wife
Nigga,
in the game.
Everybody in the game, the whole family, nigga.
The whole fucking family in the goddamn game, and they didn't did prison time. Daughter just got out, what, 2022?
Yeah, but you got to be in the game when you got a lot of shit going on like that. You're gonna have to play some kind of part. You feel me? Like whether it's money laundering or stash house holding money, you're gonna play some kind of part in it. And you know, when you play some kind of part, they're gonna connect you to it anyway. Whether it's a small part or a big part, they're gonna connect you to it anyway.
So if you like the, you know, because his mama a gangster, they mama a gangster, they daddy a gangster into this shit, bro. You really ain't got no choice, huh?
Yeah, you born into it.
Yeah.
Just like some niggas are born into gangs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They born into the shit. You born into the shit. It ain't no ducking it.
Yeah. Square business. You right. That hell yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Charles Cosby. That's the nigga name, Charles Cosby. Okay. You can keep it going, bro.
Is any less of a menace than his famous pops? Did you? Quite the opposite, actually. Ruben Oseguera Gonzalez, affectionately dubbed El Menchito, is already in prison as we speak, with federal charges that accuse him of helping run his father's organization. And he's not just in any prison. Remember when I said that any cartel member's worst nightmare is US extradition? Well, let's just say El Menchito's not getting a good night's worth of sleep.
Judy, this is the story of like father, like son. The men oversee Mexico's most feared new generation cartel, according to law enforcement, that controls the vast majority of illicit drugs sold in Metro Chicago. Tonight, the man they call El Mencho is still a fugitive, but his son, the so-called Menchito, has just been extradited from Mexico to face U.S. prosecution. For drug agents tonight, if they can't get the dad, his son is the next best thing.
And there's rumors that he might have struck a plea deal too. Does that mean that he'll snitch on his own family? Only time will tell. One thing is clear, however, and it's that all of these recent arrests have ushered in uncertain times as far as El Mencho is concerned. With most of El Mencho's family finding themselves behind bars, many folks are wondering what this could spell out for the future of the CJNG. Questions are swirling, especially about El Mencho's present involvement with the cartel itself, as some people have theorized that he's now just overseeing things from a distance, rather than getting his hands dirty in the day-to-day grind of the cartel. And why would he get himself in an even more compromising position than the one he's currently in now, instead of just cashing in on the many financial benefits a more relaxed role within the organization has to offer? But wait, there's more. El Mencho might have finally cashed in on the biggest check yet. You see, there's been a recent update on his brother's case. Well, if you consider him evading justice yet again to be an update. Remember Don Roto's arrest? The one that sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld? As the brother of one of Mexico's most powerful and elusive drug lords, you'd think his capture would be seen as a significant enough of a blow to warrant extra handling care. For days, speculation ran wild about what his arrest could mean for the cartel's hierarchy and its ongoing conflicts with rival gangs and government forces. However, just as quickly as he was apprehended, Don Roto was released, leaving many scratching their heads and fueling further speculation. Needless to say, rumors swirled about backroom deals, political pressure, and the intricacies of the Mexican justice system. And who can blame these rumors? It's utterly outrageous. How can this be? Turns out, there's strong evidence pointing towards Don Roto's release being part of a larger-scale negotiation between the cartel and law enforcement. A strategic move, if you will, to maintain a delicate balance of power in the region. Not everyone is as optimistic, however, with some suggesting that his release was simply the result of legal technicalities of insufficient evidence to hold him. Regardless of the reasons behind his release, Don Roto's freedom has reignited concerns about the cartel's influence and the many challenges faced by law enforcement in combating organized crime. It raises questions about the effectiveness of Mexico's justice system and the ongoing struggle to dismantle powerful criminal networks.
So so the brother got released.
Yep.
That nigga Machito, he a bad motherfucker. El Mencho, a bad motherfucker. El Mencho, that nigga brother was supposed to be in the feds, bro. That nigga supposed to be motherfucking getting extradited. That nigga went to jail and got released, nigga. And they know that nigga part of the cartel, my nigga. And they can't do nothing about it, my nigga, but let him go. And his son cooperating? Shit getting ready for tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah. Black Snake tribute. Okay, they in the chat. Yeah, my nigga, that shit crazy, bro. They let his brother go. Let him go. Couldn't fuck with him. Back to business as usual type shit.
Yeah, but you know over there, they be having them laws deep over there working for them niggas.
Yeah. Yeah. Got him on a payroll. But I'm just saying he didn't even have to escape or nothing. You know, like something like El Chapo escaped, bro. See, them niggas get smarter and smarter and smarter. Them niggas not no dumb niggas, bro. This nigga, it's like he seen what El Chapo went wrong at. Okay, El Chapo went wrong. He escaped from the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? We need a nigga that's gonna let us out that bitch. We don't need no escape. Fuck that escape. They're gonna be in the USA on a nigga. You know what I mean? Even though he wanted by the DA, they say he got a $10 million reward. That's what they say right there.
Yeah.
You see, that's a $10 million, nigga. Reward for this nigga. Can't find him nowhere. This is life changing. Nigga, you can change your whole life if you know where this nigga at right now. But that's snitching. $10 million.
Yeah, they better not do it. They're gonna be dead as hell.
Like a motherfucker, you gonna be a dead man walking. You ain't gonna be able to spend $1 million of that shit.
Nothing. They're gonna be on your ass.
For real. Oh, with. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You can rock out.
Works. And to make matters even worse, in the wake of Don Roto's release, tensions are now higher than ever, as rival cartels jockey for power and law enforcement agencies redouble their efforts to bring down El Mencho and his associates. This still very much ongoing situation remains volatile, with the potential for further violence and instability looming on the horizon.
We can say that Jalisco New Generation is enemy number one of President Enrique Peña Nieto's government now.
And as the dust settles from Don Roto's sudden release, this is clear. The world of organized crime is as complex and unpredictable as ever. With billions of dollars at stake and countless lives hanging in the balance, the battle between cartels and law enforcement continues to unfold in the shadows, with Don Roto's release serving as just the latest twist in an ongoing saga of greed, power, and deception. But let's leave this on a more positive note. The thing is, even if El Mencho is now basking in the glory of this 1F victory, the larger scale battle between good and evil still remains a marathon, not a sprint. And while unsuccessful, Don Roto's arrest also serves as a reminder that no one is completely immune to the law, and eventually, they will all be brought to justice. Do you think El Mencho will continue to evade justice through his sneaky tactics? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you've enjoyed our video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel.
We definitely got to subscribe to your channel. Definitely gonna subscribe to your channel. What's his name? What's the name of that channel?
Death Door.
Death Door?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Death Door.
I think I got it. I think I gotta make sure to say that $10 million on Buddy Head. You might not want to say that. You know anything about this buddy? I wouldn't want to say that. But
yeah, you better not say it, nigga.
Yes, sir. Let me make sure I subscribe to Buddy.
Unless you want to come up missing.
What'd you say?
I said you better not say nothing, nigga.
Recordings
Unless you want to come up missing.
For real.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
thing is with them,
the Centers for Disease Control.
No, facts.
They coming to wipe everybody down.
You gonna get smoked. Yeah, you out of there. You wanna read? You wanna read? Nigga ass out of there. Nigga ass out of there. You got something for the people you want to read to the people?
We still got one more video.
We still got one more video? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We still got that. We still got another video. Yeah, let's go. We still got another video. I think this is we was on some cartel shit right then. We gotta let y'all know, bring that shit to awareness, man. This really shit going on, nigga. Niggas out here really. You think you the baddest motherfucker in town, nigga, until you meet one of these niggas. You ain't never met a nigga like El Mencho, nigga. You ain't never met a nigga like El Mencho, nigga. Nigga got $10 million on his head. Nigga ain't nobody gonna say a goddamn thing. Nigga, they had $10,000 on your motherfucking ass, nigga. That nigga, everybody be calling laws right now. They be calling the laws right motherfucking now, nigga. If you had some $10,000, and then they got $10 million, he in Mexico right now, nigga. That nigga elusive like a motherfucker. Can't be found. They just let his brother out. You know what I'm saying? They just let his brother out. Technical difficulties. No, they ain't had that nigga dead wrong. They had that nigga dead wrong like a motherfucker. Couldn't do nothing to him. Brother too powerful. Brother too powerful. He'll shut it down. Brother shut it down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Square business. Now, we trying to get. I ain't trying to get like that now. Let me not say the wrong thing. YouTube purpose. I ain't trying to get like that. It's just information. You guys gotta do y'all homework. We giving out information, things that y'all probably ain't ring a bell in y'all head. You know what I'm saying? But now we get to bring it to y'all, man. We're gonna be taking y'all down through there. To see this YOLO show right here, we're gonna be taking motherfuckers down through there. I'm full of that absolute today, but I'm off tomorrow, so I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna go to the moon, go to the goddamn moon on you niggas. You know what I mean? But yeah, this YOLO show, man, we're gonna be breaking out all kind of topics, man. This episode 1. Plenty more episodes to come with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we still gonna be doing our belt to ass. Oh, okay. My bad.
You ready? Now you good, nigga? I want tripping. Just let me know you're ready.
Water everywhere and not a drop to drink. Water is critical to life, but it's also potentially deadly. According to the Centers for Disease Control, contaminated water.
Now, this is for educational purpose. This is for how this is right here is for survival. And the shit that we was talking about the other day, what, self-sufficient?
Yeah, self-sufficient, survival, educational purposes only.
Yeah, that's what this is for. All right, you can go ahead and roll it.
Water killed over 6,000 people in the U.S. alone in 2023. And so in this video, we're going to take a look at some very low-tech and primitive methods for taking contaminated swamp water, making it crystal clear and perfectly safe to drink. I've got behind me a jar that is filled with some pretty nasty swamp water. There's actually, I can see bugs swimming around in this. There's all sorts of little algae floating around. There's cattle in this pasture that are alongside the creek, so I'm sure
that there's bacteria and all sorts of nasty stuff in this water. And today we're going to use plants to filter this water into what is hopefully going to be pure, safe drinking water. Stick around. What we're going to do today is cut a long section of grapevine, and we're going to set up a siphon in this jar, out of this jar into another clean jar, and then we're going to sample both of these waters, send them off to a lab, and get the results back to see if this grapevine is actually able to filter out all of the bad stuff in this water that would make us sick. So if you're going to give this a try, there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind. Especially in the southern forest, there are a variety of vines. It's not just grapevines out here. There's poison ivy, there's trumpet creeper, Virginia creeper, there's crossvine, there's all kinds of different vines. So make sure that you're getting the right one. You definitely do not want to try this with poison ivy. When I'm cutting these things, I'm going to keep tabs on the orientation of the vine. So water in these plants flows from the ground to the leaves, and I want to maintain that orientation flowing from the uphill side or the dirty water to the clean water bucket. I have no idea if that makes any difference at all, but I think that it probably would, so we're going to give it a try. Now, when you cut a grapevine or any woody plant, the xylem, when it's exposed to air, starts to close immediately, kind of as a self-preservation mechanism for the plant. And so what I've done to counteract that is just bring a jar of water out here. So when I cut this, I'm just going to immediately stick the cut end in this jar of water to keep that xylem open and get a better flow through our filter. All right, so pretty much immediately you're going to see water start to drip out of the bottom of these vines. Now I've got a jar here that's been washed and triple rinsed to collect this water, and then we'll send it off to the lab to get it tested. Now, because I don't know what's floating around out here in the air, and I don't want our sample to get potentially contaminated with who knows what falling into this, I've just got a clean cotton cloth that I'm just going to wrap around here and just try to keep things somewhat standardized. So we'll leave this like this, come back in a couple hours, take our samples. We'll take one out of here. We'll take one out of this jar, send it off to the lab, see what we got.
Take a nigga forever to make a glass of water.
So while this grapevine is filtering, I'm going to set up another filter using a branch off of a cypress tree. All right, so we've got a piece of a cypress branch here. Now, I'm not sure if the orientation makes any difference at all, but because water usually flows from the roots to the leaves, I'm going to keep that same orientation in this branch. So this is the side that was towards the tree. This is the side that was out towards the tip of the branches. And so this is the side that's going to go into our bottle to form our filter. Now, the first thing we need to do is strip off the bark. Now we'll just need to trim this to fit in our bottle.
That's some good looking wood, no diddy.
No diddy. You got a sharp ass knife.
So just to make sure that we don't get any seepage from around the side to mess up our test results, I'm going to go ahead and just seal it with some tape.
Okay.
And now we'll just cut the remaining bit off. So while we're waiting on these filters to do their thing, I want to explain the principles behind this. Xylem tissue in woody plants is part of the vascular system, and its primary function is to move water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves of the plant. And because this tissue is made up of individual cells, it can't form just one continuous tube from the roots to the leaves. Instead, where these cells overlap, the water has to move through a membrane from one cell to the other, the pores of which just happen to be small enough to filter out bacteria. So what spawned this whole idea was a study done at MIT where they showed that the xylem tissue in the sapwood of pine trees would effectively filter out all detectable bacteria from contaminated water. I thought that was pretty cool, so I wanted to try it myself using different plants. Now, it's my understanding that the reason they use pine trees is because the xylem tissue tends to be a little larger, so you can get a little bit better flow, and the xylem cells are pretty short, so you can utilize a short section of pine branch and still get this filtering activity, meaning that you're not cutting the top and the bottom off of a single cell and just having one tube that runs right through without having to go through a membrane, which is what is actually doing the filtering. This is one of the reasons why I cut my grapevine so long, is because I wanted to be sure that the water had to not only flow through the xylem cell itself, but from one xylem cell through the membrane to the next xylem cell, and that membrane is where the filtering is actually taking place. All right, so it's been a couple of hours and we've got enough water in our jar to get a sample to send to the lab.
That water look good.
That bitch do. I was looking at thinking the same thing. But looks can be deceiving though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So just visually looking at this water, it looks perfectly clear and clean, but to be 100% sure there are no nasties in this, we're gonna send this off to the lab and get a water analysis on it and see what comes back.
Awesome. Okay. This bitch look good.
Yeah.
He cut them bitches out 2 different trees.
Yeah, one a grapevine and some kind of, I think, cedar trees here.
Yeah, I think it's like a pine, something like a pine, something pine.
Cedar pine or something?
Yeah.
So it's been 48 hours and we finally got our lab results back. Now I sent 2 samples, one from the dirty swamp water jar here and one that was filtered through the grapevine. Now I didn't test the water that came through the cypress because the tests were relatively expensive and MIT's already done extensive studies to show that it works. I'm going to put these lab results up so you can take a look, but as you can see, the water that was filtered through the grapevine is on top and there's less than 1 for E. coli, which basically means that it was undetected. The raw water that came out of this jar right here had 43.6, and it's my understanding that these are basically, this MPN is the same as colony forming units or something like that. Basically, when they put this on a swab, there was 43 colony.
Shout out to Carmen. Hey, Trill, look at Trill. This for Academy closed. This is for the end of the world type shit. This ain't Academy ain't gonna be open when we need these methods. Trust me.
Man,
if we need to do this,
yeah,
ain't no
Trill know every goddamn thing.
Yeah,
I can filter water with my beard looking ass.
Yeah, that nigga say they sell purifiers at Academy. This is not about purifiers at Academy, fam. This is for educational purposes, fam. This is for if you stuck in the woods, you got water all the way around you, but you don't know how to filter the water, fam. You can't just drink water out of a lake. You're gonna need a process. You know what I'm saying? This is for those type of things, bro. And then this might be the end of the world type shit, bro. A purifier would not come in hand. You feel what I'm saying? And this is good news too, anyway, because my nigga, you might not have to waste your fucking money. Just go cut a fucking tree. Fix it your goddamn self. They selling it to us. Survival tips. For real.
Yeah, for real.
For real. These are
survival. Shout out Matt Joe. Shout out
Matt Joe.
I don't know how to say his name. Vanimo.
Shout out to Vanimo. Shout out to Vanimo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these for those type of purposes, family. This is not for when Academy's up and all this shit and running and all that, bro. These are good tips. These are good tips for in life, bro. You can keep it going.
Filtered through the grapevine is on top, and there's less than 1 for E. coli, which basically means that it was undetected. The raw water that came out of this jar right here had 43.6, and it's my understanding that these are basically this MPN is the same as colony forming units or something like that. Basically, when they put this on a swab, there was 43 colonies of bacteria that formed, whereas in the grape sample, there was none detected. Now, I don't know about you, but I think something as low-tech as cutting a couple of grapevines, sticking them in some dirty water, and getting pure, clean water out the other side is pretty damn amazing. It's my understanding that these filters will not filter out viruses, but I'm not sure how prevalent viruses are in our water anyway, and so I'm not even sure that that's a problem that you need to worry about. All right, so we've got the water that was filtered through.
He said 6 hours in sunlight would kill any bacteria. That's what the little note said at the bottom. It said 6 hours of sunlight, you know what I'm saying? Clear water would kill any like bacteria or viruses that it might have.
Okay. I want to see if you're going to drink some of it.
Keep going.
The xylem tissue of the cypress tree, the water that was filtered through the grapevine. Going to do a little taste test, see if there's any difference. So first off, can't smell, there's no detectable smell difference between the two. So from the cypress, I can't, it tastes like pure water. It tastes like water you would get out of a bottle. No flavor that I can detect. It's good, very good. All right, grapevine. Clear the palate. So the water that came through the grapevine, I'm picking up a very slight, maybe almost like a chlorophyll almost, which makes sense because if you scrape the outer layer off the grapevine bark, it is green under there, so there is some chlorophyll in there. And I think because I didn't strip the bark off the grapevine, maybe a little bit of that is just making its way into the water. But it's not off-putting or anything like that. It's just a very, very slight chlorophyll flavor. Kind of like if you just took a piece of grass and put it in your mouth and chewed on it a little bit. Okay. So the test that was run on this tested only for E. coli bacteria. Now, I'm not a microbiologist, but it's my understanding that there are lots of different strains of E. coli, most of which have zero impact on us. And there's only a few strains that'll actually make us sick. But the presence of E. coli bacteria in your water is an indicator that there could be potentially harmful bacteria in the water. Now, the fact that there was E. coli detected in the swamp water and there was none detected in the sample that was filtered through the grapevine, for me, is very encouraging. Now, of course, this is just one test, and in order to say something definitively, you'd have to run a whole bunch of tests and probably control for variables a lot better than I did. I just wanted to run a very simple kind of rough test here just to see what happened. So I would encourage you to go out and try this on your own. It's very easy to do. It's something that you can do with materials that you probably have close at hand. But if you are going to do this, there's a couple of things that you need to keep in mind. Now, I've done this multiple times with multiple different species at different times of the year, under different weather conditions. And I can tell you for a fact that the weather has an impact on your flow rates. The health of the plants has an impact on your flow rates. For example, if you do this with a vine that is water stressed, let's say in a drought, you're probably not going to get as good a flow as you've seen here. And so the takeaways are to use healthy plants that are actively growing and actively transporting water from their roots to their leaves. If you do that, then you can get a good flow and actually have a pretty doggone effective water filter using these very primitive and basic methods.
Why did I choose?
Good shit. Good shit.
I like that. That was cool. Yeah.
That was cool. That was cool. Definitely a good survival method right there, bro.
Yeah, for real. I ain't gonna try it though,
Yeah,
because
bro.
I don't know what vine to cut.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know my trees like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know my
Hopefully
trees
I
like
had
that.
some of this,
You know?
couple of these in my backpack stowed somewhere or something.
Yeah. Just store it somewhere until I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I might need a picture of a tree and shit.
Yeah.
All right. I need a picture. I need a map of a tree. Maps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out.
Shout out Matt Joe.
You doing your thing, man. And shout out Matt Joe for sure, man. You want to go ahead and read him something real quick?
No, we already at our little mark. We'll catch you next time.
You so?
Let me see how many pages it is for this one chapter.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think this was a good success, man. I think the YOLO show, you know what I'm saying? Episode 1 was a success.
It's about 7 pages front and back.
7 pages front and back.
Yeah.
What you want to do? You want to say that to tomorrow or what?
I mean, it's up to you. If you want to read it, I'll read it. I ain't tripping.
All right, go for
it. All right. We read From Niggas to Gods, Part 1, man. Are we still confined to the chains of slavery? Many people believe in enslavement of the black man, women, and children is a thing of the past. The world believes that America has set her black slaves free from the bondage of their white slave masters. Even some black people in America believe that they are actually free from the mastery and the control of their white oppressors. In fact, most black people in America today have been psychologically duped into believing that they are actually operate accordingly to their own will. These misled perceptions cannot be further from the actual truth. You are indeed in thought and in fact still a slave. Now, wait a minute. I know that many of you are saying, I don't know what he's talking about. Don't nobody tell me what to do, and I go where I want to go, whenever I want to go. Well, you are right to a certain extent. You can do whatever you want to do, and you can go wherever you want to go, but consider this. You ain't doing nothing, and you ain't going nowhere. The slave masters don't have to chain you down to whip your black ass anymore. because you ain't doing nothing and you ain't going nowhere. You have freedom in name, but not in definition. You are not a slave in name, but you are in definition. The definition of the word slave means one who is dominated by some outside influence and having no personal rights or freedom. Now you are dominated by some outside influence other than your own internal influence. Do you have your personal rights and your true freedom? Do you really know and understand what freedom actually is? Have you ever truly experienced the true freedom? Do you even remember what true freedom was all about? What do you know other than what white people have told you? Nothing. What do you know other than what black folks have told you that they heard from the other white folks? Nothing. Yes, the physical slavery is somewhat over, but what about the biological slavery? What about the economic slavery? What about the psychological slavery? What about the spiritual slavery? What about the psychological slavery? The physical chains were just one aspect amidst the many horrors of slavery. The chains are off our hands, but we ain't producing nothing. The chains are off our feet, but we ain't going nowhere. Why? This is because those physical chains were the least of our worries. We still have the biggest chains of all wrapped around our minds, hearts, and souls. Your mind is still locked down, and it is your mind that controls your hands and your feet. That's like having a brand new shiny car, but the engine is locked up. Having a car that can't go nowhere is just like not having a car at all. What are you doing? Nothing. Where are you going? Nowhere. The white man took the chains off our hands and feet because we stopped swinging and we stopped kicking. So why not take the damn chains off? We had been in the chains for so long that we had forgotten why the white slave masters put them on us in the first place. We have forgotten the original reasons and purpose for the physical chains. The chains were to hold you down, but if you ain't trying to get up, the chains have outlived their purpose. Think about that for a while. Stop breathing for a second. I want you to think. Let us attempt to make this point a bit clearer by using an example. I want you to stay open-minded and stop thinking like a slave that you were made to be. Let us use hypothetical examples along with our imagination. The relationship between a dog and his master can be directly parallel to the relationship between the black and their white slave masters. For the past 4 centuries in America, this is very true. I want you to open your mind and really think about the objective. Excuse me, y'all. Consider this. Suppose that tomorrow, for some reason, you become interested in getting a pet dog for your family or household. Suppose that then you go to the pet store and look around and you find a dog that you are interested in buying. You then purchase the dog, bring the dog back home. Now, once you get home, you notice that the dog is a bit active and untamed. So you purchase a collar for the dog and chain. A collar for the dog and chain the dog to a tree in the backyard. Since the dog is untamed, you have to begin training the dog to obey your commands. You can eventually train this dog to do everything from catching a frisbee to attacking the enemy of yours at a single command. But before you train the new dog to do all these other things, you must first train the dog not to run away from you and to return to you at an immediate command, right? You have to keep choking the dog with the collar until the dog stops trying to run away from you. You also have to give the dog food and water on a daily routine schedule so that it will become totally dependent upon you. For physical and nutrient survival, the dog will forget how to independently hunt and find food for itself, therefore persuading the dog away from the desire to flee away from you and to do for itself. Also, I must add that anytime the dog does anything to disobey you, you will either whip it or deny it its scheduled meal or food. Also, anytime the dog is extra obedient to your wishes, you will give the dog extra food and a pat on the head. The psychological training is absolutely necessary to gain total control over the animal or nigger. You must break down its free spirit, tame it, and make it totally dependent upon you. This is the only way to win your animals or niggas obedience permanently. After a while, you will have your dog obedient and so well trained that you can take the collar off your dog and unchain the dog from the tree. The dog can now roam freely because you have it so well trained that it will run to you at your every command. The dog isn't going anywhere. The dog now loves you. The dog loves you because you feed it every day. It's happy and satisfied to get dog slop and water every day, even though you may be in the house eating a full steak dinner every day. The dog believes that it deserves nothing better than dog slop. The dog is so grateful to you because it remembers those days that you denied it food for reasons of its disobedience to you. And the dog has forgotten how to provide for itself. Like in the days of its independence, the dog loves you because it remembers when it was chained to that tree in the backyard, and it also remembers that the day you unchained its neck from the tree. So the dog licks your hand every time it remembers that you set it free. But what the dog has failed to remember is that you're the same no good bastard that chained it to the tree in the first place. Yes, that dog nigga has totally forgotten that you were the one who purchased him from the bondage of one man to be under your bondage. The dog has been psychologically tricked by you, so the dog does not recognize you for who you really are. The dog has forgotten that you are that no good bastard that originally locked him up. So you had better not let the dog remember that fact, because as soon as the dog is reminded of that fact, that will be the same day that the dog would bite you in the ass. The dog would then proceed to bite everybody's ass in the family that has been smiling at it for all those years. The dog would then leave your house, never to come back again. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you really understand what is being said to you? Think about it. Really think about it. Now, if your dog nigga does leave you one day, how will you handle it? How will you react? Will you react violently and chase the dog? Will you mourn over the fact that your dog has left you? After all, dog is man's best friend. You know what they say? Some of my best friends are blacks. Oops, I mean dogs. Oops, I mean niggas. If your dog leave you, will you miss it the way it used to curl up around your feet and lick your boots clean? Will you miss it the way it used to do anything just to get you to pat his head? It just loved your attention. Will you miss the way it used to dance and wag his tail for you for your entertainment? Will you miss the dog's protection? Will you miss the way that it attacked any of your enemies, even if the enemies were other dogs, niggas that look just like you? You would not even have to break a sweat. The dog would fight all your fights for you, while you miss the loyal service of that well-trained dog. I wonder if you will. I really wonder. I also wonder, will white folks miss us so-called Negroes once we get smart enough to lead them? I wonder, will we ever start to remember how we got here in the first place? I wonder if we ever start to remember who put the chains on us in the first place, and will we ever realize why they took them off? They did not take the chains off of us because they felt ashamed or horrible crimes they committed against us. Don't be a fool to believe that. They took the chains out because us niggas were so psychologically trained that we're not going anywhere. Anyway, this is the truth. So now we live our entire lives running around his backyard doing what he had been trained to do, and hoping for an extra dog biscuit, a pat on the head, or some leftover scraps from the slave master's table. Yes, this is the absolute truth. This is the truth. And don't try to deny it, because the first loyalty of a dog, a nigga, is to his master. It is to protect his master. So stop barking, slaves, because you barking up the wrong tree. Stop barking and face the truth. You are still nothing but a white man's nigga. I know the truth hurt, but you must understand that you and I have been psychologically duped. We have been deceived. We have been misled. We have just plain been lied to. You must understand and know this, because knowing this is half the battle. The other half of the battle is fighting for what you know is wrong. But how are you going to fight a problem if you don't even know what the problem is? Now let's look at this thing. so that we'll know what the problem is. Let us try to calm our personal emotions and just think objectively. Yes, you are still a slave. A slave is something or someone who is not in control of his or her own thoughts or actions. Do you understand what that means? This means that a slave has absolute no control over themselves. And it's just said that you are indeed, in thought and in fact, still a slave. That is serious. Your thoughts and your actions make up the basis upon which your entire life is built. Your thoughts and actions are the only two things that you can actually call your own. Those are the only two things that are truly yours. Not your money, not your car, not your house, not your children, not your clothes, not your furniture, not your television, not your stereo, not your girlfriend, not your boyfriend, not your husband, not your wife, not your child. None of this can be called your own because you came into this world without it, and you are going to leave this world without it. So you really can't even claim your own black ass, but you can't, because you can't even take your body with you when you leave this earth. The molecules and the atoms that bond together to form the make of your rusty black butt must return to the soil of the earth where it comes from in the first place. Think about it. Now, do you understand what I'm saying when I say that all you actually have in life are your thoughts and your actions? Well, black men and black women, you don't even have that. You are not even in control of your thoughts and actions. You are just like the dog. Your whole entire life is centered around the way that the slave master has trained you. Yes, it's true. I have no reason to lie to you because I'm right down in hell with you. The only difference between you and me is that I know that we are in hell and you don't. I know that the real devil who put us in hell and you don't. I'm running around trying to get the hell out of hell, or you're running around begging the devil for a cool ass glass of water and scratching your head wondering why it's so damn hot in here. You're running all around hot as hell while the devil is just cooling out trying to get a suntan. He don't feel the heat because he's right at home. He is as comfortable as he can be laughing at your black ass, just laughing. All the thoughts and actions are directly or indirectly controlled by the psychological training of the slave master. We are just like the loyal dog. Our thoughts and our actions are not ours anymore. You know that this is true. You don't control yourself because you really don't know yourself, other than what the white man has taught you. That the white man has taught you that you are. The white man has taught us that we are nothing but a bunch of no good niggas, right? Tell the truth. He told us that we were niggas. So just like any good slave would, we started thinking like niggas and we started acting like niggas. Yes, we did. Yes, we do. Yes, most of us still think that way, even after reading this truth. The white man told us that we were stupid, ignorant, and inferior to him. So we started thinking like we were stupid, ignorant, and inferior to him. And we started acting like it. We were stupid, ignorant, and inferior. The white man started treating our black women like bitches, hoes, and sluts on his plantation. Soon afterwards, the ignorant and foolishness black men started treating the black woman like a bitch, a hoe, or a slut too, instead of the queen mother of civilization that she is. Yes, this is true, but wait, just 1 minute. Black women, some of the sisters were so weak-minded too that you started to think and act like bitches and hoes and sluts, dancing around, exposing your buttocks like some devil damn prostitute. And don't get mad or upset because you know that I'm telling the truth. The only sisters that are getting upset are the ones with their black asses hanging out of their whole world to see right now. Don't get up and don't get yourself all upset. Just come back correct. Respect yourself, black women. And don't let any of your children around the world disrespect you, including we, childish black men that haven't yet grown into fathers of civilization that we were born to be. Now, getting back to the point, you are not in control of your thoughts or actions. Do you continue to do things that you know are wrong, but yet keep doing them anyway? You're just sitting there wondering why you can't stop doing what you know is wrong. This is because you don't control your own thoughts and actions. You are a victim to a complex system of psychological slavery and trickology. The white slave owner is still your master. The crack cocaine is still your master. The alcohol is still your master. The 40 ounce of beer is still your master. The peer pressure is still your master. The television is still your master. The money is still your master. The girlfriend is still your master. The boyfriend is still your master. The sex is still your master. The conceitedness is still your master. The envy is still your master. The ego is still your master. The jealousy is still your master. The materialism is still your master. The credit card is still your master. The self-hatred is still your master. The appetite is still your master. The emotion is still your master. The racism is still your master. The sexism is still your master. The foolishness is still your master. The ignorance is still your master. The true devil is still your master. Everything and everybody has mastered you but your own black self. You are still a slave to everything and everybody, but you ain't mastered no damn, you ain't mastered not a damn thing. At one time, the black men and black women were mental masters of the universe, but now you are not even the master of your own black asses. So what are you going to do about it? When are you going to hop the fence? You don't even have your own names. You pride yourself in the name of the murderers, rapists, and oppressors of the oppressors of your own people. How long are you going to be the white man's nigga? How long are we going to be the white man's nigga? Think about it. That was chapter 1. Hope y'all like my little reading. You know, that was a little something. YOLO, get me off the big screen. That was the first chapter.
You froze. You froze on the big screen.
But y'all can still hear me though. That's all that counts. As long as they can still hear me. I'm gonna reload. I'm reload my shit.
Yeah, man, that was some good word, man. You know what I'm saying? That's some good word, man. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped that good shit, man. You know what I mean? Came through. We finna end this motherfucker. Just like that. First episode of YOLO show, episode 1, nigga, was a success, nigga. Plenty more to come. Hope y'all feel like y'all got everything that y'all came for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Love this boy. My boy Solo can read. We are not like how they put us. We are kings and queens. Absolutely. Absolutely, fam. And I'm finna end this live just like that, fam. And we're gonna be right back, fam. I'm finna be right back. I'm finna end this live and come right back. Let's go. YOLO, nigga. You only live once.